Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Thank you so much for your continued commitment to get into the No Comfort Zone. Hi, this is Dan Brzezowski. I am known as the No Comfort Zone guy. I'm the guy foolish enough back, when was it, man? Already it's August 17th, 2017. I was crazy enough to start getting out of my comfort zone intentionally every day over the course of 60 days. And 60 days later, I decided to quit my pretty successful job I had with some of the sales teams that I worked with as a mid-level management, maybe an upper-level management. I think it's upper level, yeah. Manager in a very big car dealership, and I decided to leave that. Lost a bunch of weight, saved a lot of money, invested a little bit of money, made it go a long way. And what I want to tell you is this: I enhanced my marriage, even though it was phenomenal. I actually made it better. Sorry, losing my voice here. And what I also did was I decided to start living my life on purpose. Every day, every time, without fail, no exception. I gave myself a huge reality check, and I committed to this lifestyle, and I can tell you that it forever changed me. And what I decided to do was this. I'm so excited about the results I was getting. I decided to create this podcast. But before that, I decided to actually document it, and I created a blueprint. And the blueprint is actually what I use every day to help me get out of adversity, solve my problems, go towards my goal, and actually achieve goal attainment. So recently I did a speaking event in Crystal Lake at a Chamber of Commerce for leaders. Leaders in Action is what it was called. And it was a successful speaking event. And now after the event, a lot of the people that were there actually sent in questions. So I'm going through these questions one by one. I think I'm on question 3 or 4 right now. And what I would like to share with you is this. Here's the question. I really would love any ratings or reviews you can give me wherever you consume your podcast. Please share it with everybody you know. My goal is to help everybody get out of their comfort zone and live on purpose, lead on purpose, love on purpose, basically just find their happiness. But man, you got to wake up and start living. And that's the most important thing. A lot of people aren't doing that, man. So whether you're a professional athlete, whether you're a college athlete, whether you're in sales, management, leadership, whether you're completely on your back, you got your teeth kicked in and you're coming back at life one more time, or you think you're ready to throw in the towel, this is the podcast for you. Time for you to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Not just a meme for me. This is an actual reality. So the question came up was this: what experience would I wish I had earlier in my career before I became a leader? That's a pretty cool one. It kind of ties in with the last one, which was to be a young leader and be taken seriously. I'm going to tell you this right now. What experience? You know what? I should have worked more. Honestly, I should have worked more. In my early 20s, I should have been more disciplined with my work ethic. And what do I mean by that? Sorry for my voice. I'm actually losing it. Been doing a little bit of speaking, a little bit of training, a little bit of motivating, a lot of inspiring, and quite frankly, getting busy. And what is going on with Facebook? Like every day I'm getting no kidding, I'm getting 40 more friend requests. This is kind of weird. I don't know what happened out there, but there's a lot more going on to it. Not on my Instagram, which I'd like you to go to. It's, at No Comfort Zone 1. So that'd be cool. Or Twitter, hit me up. I'm actually losing followers on Twitter. That's okay because I do a lot of podcast stuff. But in the end, you got to ask yourself a question. I'm going to ask you, what experience do you need, would you have liked to have had earlier in your career that would have made you a better leader? You know what? That's really simple for me. I wish I had more discipline. I took the easy way out too many times in my life, and that's experience sometimes figuring things out and dealing with it. And what I mean by dealing with it is sometimes you just need to back up a little bit, take a break, look at the problem, and you don't have to handle everything right away. You don't have to crush everything right away. You don't have to go for it. You have to embrace things for sure. You have to embrace challenge. But in the end, it's not something solvable right away. Make decisions. My decision right now is I'm going to sit and wait and see how this thing plays out. I wish I would have done that a little bit more. Sometimes I wish I would have listened more and spoke less, because I find myself on a regular basis, because I like to talk. I have a podcast. I listen to the problem and I know I can solve it right away. Truth be told, though, I should be better off listening more, waiting, and actually letting the person or the problem or whatever come up with the solution and direct. That's what I wish I would have done more of. I wish I would have been being a better leader, I wish I would have been a better person to say, instead of me fixing everything all the time, I wish I was a better person to let other people fix their problems or let them try to figure it out and coach or guide them along the way and let them be the hero. See, all too often, I would take on the role of when I would solve a problem, I would be the hero. And that's okay, because people would come to me and they would actually ask me to help them a little bit more and stuff like that. And it can be a little exhausting over a long period of time. So what I wish I would have done is I wish I would have handled things differently, where I would actually have people, kind of take care of their own problems and let them be the hero instead of me being the hero. And by any means, I'm not the savior. I'm not the Messiah, as somebody said, but I'll tell you what, when you start helping people along the way, you can get a little bit of an ego, and that can be dangerous. And it wasn't until I started drinking heavily and doing drugs, believe it or not, that I realized that, my ego was a little bit too big and I had to calm that down. So once I got off doing those things, recreationally and then, based on addiction, once I got rid of those things in my life, my ego was put to the test. And I realized, a lot of humility needs to come in place. And this journey in life ain't about me, because earlier in my career, my experience tells me that, I did make it all about me, and I regret that. I could have been far better a leader had I made it more about everybody else around me. And when you use the blueprint, when you go there and you look at these, and you can go anywhere and get these problems solved. You can do anything, go to talk to anyone. This is just, to me, it's a really simple thing. Throw any problem at the blueprint, put any goal in the blueprint, any challenges you have, and it makes sense. AIDA, become aware, identify, decide, and take action. What results am I looking for? What's the reasons I want those results? What is the purpose I'm doing all this for? And what actions do I need to take? And I use the WIN formula. What's important now? And then it just took a long time, but the cash analysis, knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits. What's my gap analysis on my cash analysis? That doesn't make sense to you, but if you go to the blueprint, I can explain to you how that works out. If you're looking, for example, I want to be more motivated in my life, well, it's one of four things. What's my knowledge on motivation? What's my attitude on motivation? What are my skills towards motivation? And what habits do I have? And I'll tell you this, winner, chicken dinner, more than likely it's going to be the habits when it comes to your attitude. Create better habits, start your day off right, watch what happens the rest of your day. When you have that better experience, what's going to happen is you're going to become a better leader. So early in my career, I just wish I would have made it more about everybody else. I was always looking for approval. And if you're looking for approval, it's about you. So here's a challenge I had in one of my groups a long time ago. Here's the deal, man. Go and do something great for somebody else and don't get caught and don't tell anybody else. That, my friends, is getting outside of your comfort zone and living on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.